And so we're down to 4. And already some of our robots look like they've been 5 rounds with a Sherman tank. Well, only the big guns will survive to the next round as we let the annihilation begin.
Stand by.
The formidable 4 Suicidal Tendencies and Killerhurtz. They're at the controls. John Reed on the right of Killerhurtz, and Charles Binns, Andrew Jeffrey of Suicidal Tendencies, Dominator 2. Very good so far. And Spikasaurus, big Stuart Pearson there at the right of the controls. We've got Peter Halloway, Chris Hall, Paul Tolliday, the Dominator team.
2, 1.
And after this one, I wonder whose trade secrets Jules will tell the nation. You've got Spikasaurus immediately on the attack. Dominator 2 backing away. More room now on that arena floor. Now, I wonder if the tactics will change. Still, axe to axe. But Suicidal Tendencies, you know, has ground its way through the couple of battles we've had so far. And it's still in there with Spikasaurus. The 2 low-gravity machines against the 2 axed machines. Oh, look at that, Killerhurtz. Let the axe slip straight into the bi-wedge shape of Dominator 2. Now you've got Suicidal Tendencies backed onto the arena wall. In comes Spikasaurus again, dodging around the 2 more dangerous, certainly higher-rated machines with the axes. Oh, a slam there from Dominator 2. Again going for that vulnerable slot. Now you've got Dominator 2 taking on Suicidal Tendencies. Go on, run away. We'll live to fight another day. And Spikasaurus, look at this, coming in again on a ramming run. I thought this would happen once the gaps of the arena started to emerge. Can get up to 17 mile an hour, Spikasaurus, and you've got 80 kilos there of weight behind each attack. And Spikasaurus could yet spring a surprise here in the Annihilator. To the right-hand side now, Cages, who watches Dominator 2 go on the attack, and then comes in for a side slam on the plasma nitride-coated titanium shield of Dominator 2. And once again, it's Spikasaurus doing the work until the great power axe of Dominator 2 comes down again on Killerhurtz. How long can Killerhurtz and John Reed survive this punishment? Throughout the 3 battles we've seen, it's all about take on Killerhurtz. And is there one of the throngs buckled of Suicidal Tendencies? Are they immobilised? Killerhurtz, are they immobilised? Will the judges be called into play? There's the ref bot coming to have a quick look. But to me, Suicidal Tendencies are going nowhere. And it's a question here of damage limitation. And Dominator 2 thrust up on the point of the triangle, comes bashing down. It was Matilda, the final shove with the tusks there. You can see the soft, vulnerable underbelly of Dominator 2. And it came a rocking and a reeling. And plop, now using the axe to right itself. Very, very important in Annihilator, but for me, Suicidal Tendencies, they're out. Let's all have a go at Killerhurtz, shall we? Again. That Suicidal Tendencies being slammed by Spikasaurus. Was it there or there? The Suicidal Tendencies ended. No, they were still alive at that point. Killerhurtz under more pressure from Dominator 2 and Spikasaurus. They've been valiant so far. And then the very end, of course, Dominator 2 riding itself. Suicidal Tendencies, they're out. Immobilised the Tendencies, and I thought they were underdogs. But look at the big 3 left. Spikasaurus, Killerhurtz, and Dominator 2. Frighteningly still there.
Well, it was suicide going in with that lot, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think it was suicide going in with... We had no rubber on the tracks, and things weren't quite working just right.
Because this is the best track robot on Robotwars, isn't it?
Supposedly, yeah.
And what damage did you take?
Yeah, axes, everything. There's holes all over the front here and down the side. So that was mainly cosmetic, but we had a problem in that fight where the battery lead just sort of dropped off and we just stopped dead, so we couldn't defend ourselves. But luckily they went easy on us, I think.
Now, you've got to go home, boys, but is there anybody that you'd like to come back and have a pop at?
Dominator, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Watch out, Dominator, it could be a grudge match.
And so just 3 robots remain. But you know what they say? 2's company, 3's a crowd, so 1's going to get mashed, and it's going to be loud. Let the annihilation begin.
Robotwars, stand by.
Killerhurtz awaits the terrible trio Spikasaurus and Dominator 2. Stuart Pearson on the left there, the Dominator 2 team. Paul Tolliday controls the weapon, and of course Killerhurtz from Oxford. And there's John Reed. Oh, there's dancing going on there perhaps.
Activate.
So who will survive? The Axes again will be favourites. And will they try and knock each other out? Dominator 2 doing what it has done for most of the Annihilator coming in. And look at that, immediately gas being vented from Killerhurtz. It means the pneumatically powered axe will not work, I shouldn't think now. And Killerhurtz finally will succumb, surely. You've got Spikasaurus dodging away, Dominator 2 across the flame pit, not bothered by it. Poor old Killerhurtz. Throughout this great heave-ho upheaval of a contest, everyone seems to have had it in for poor old Killerhurtz. Dominator 2 with the axe, Spikasaurus with the front prongs. A little bit of toing and throwing, but it knows Killerhurtz. Time is nigh. And so is Killerhurtz with the greatest strength of them all to push out of the CPZ. There you've got Stuart Pearson at the controls of Spikasaurus. More gas being vented from Killerhurtz. Spikasaurus in there at the rear. Killerhurtz just having a little tickle on Spikasaurus, and Matilda too, just to come out with a little thrust. Spikasaurus needs to stay out of danger because look at this, the claw of Killerhurtz. I wonder if Spikasaurus can free itself from Killerhurtz, or whether the spike has embedded itself so deeply into the back of Killerhurtz they can't get away. Well, Killerhurtz could have a remedy for that. I'll cut your spike off. That claw can cut through virtually anything. And now it has Killerhurtz in its grasp. Killerhurtz dragging the claw over the top of Killerhurtz. It's actually free Killerhurtz there, but they've slammed into the arena wall. And now surely they are immobilised, and out Killerhurtz. A rotten way to end. Really the victim of arena bullying in Robot Wars. Let's have a look at this again, right from the start, Dominator 2. Let's make no pretense about this, trying to kill off Killerhurtz. And that was when the gas was vented, no power then in the weapon of Killerhurtz. Back against the walls, trying to hang on in there grimly. Down came the weapon of Dominator 2, look at the punishment. Sustained. That was when Spikasaurus got impaled. Killerhurtz came in, freed the two of them, but no way back for Killerhurtz from then on it. Slamming against the arena wall. Hurt or be hurt? That's your answer.
Well, Killerhurtz turned into a teabag by Dominator 2. Killerhurtz annihilated. Right in your gas bottle, didn't it?
Yes, well, by the end of that, we were just so tired, John drove it up to the barrier and was just praying for it to open so we could get out of there. We were getting mangled.
You were seriously taking some damage there, weren't
Yeah, which been through 3 fights before. We're just getting a bit tired. Wanted to go home.
Like 2,000 perforations in every robot.
I think so.
I think you should take your robot home, pour some hot water over it, and have a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what you need.
Unlucky, guys. Let's hear it for the Killerhurtz team!
It hurts, so they are getting used to it. Dominator did a lot of damage, didn't they?
They did, indeed. They had a good old go at us. We're looking a bit like a Swiss cheese plant at the moment. Full of holes everywhere.
And that's just the outside. And in here, we've got...
There's a hole right through the cylinder case here, but it was working. That happened 2 fights ago, but it's still working.
And a massive hole in that cylinder there. That's your gas cylinder.
Lots and lots of bad things have happened to us.
That's what we're all about. Out they go, and we have now just the two. Spikasaurus against Dominator 2, a fascinating contrast in styles and robots.
It's the plasma nitride coated titanium boys back for the finals. Now, you've done incredibly well. You've really smashed some other robots to bits. What's it like being an Annihilator? How does it differ from the normal battles?
There's far less pressure, more fun, more things to smash up, basically.
Which is perfect for a robot like yours, which is literally designed for destruction.
Yes.
And why is your axe shining?
We've coated it in silicone grease to stop it sticking into the opponent, and comes out a lot easier. More hits per minute.
I'd like to say this one more time. That is plasma nitride coated titanium. It's the toughest thing we've seen on Robot Wars, and it could lead them to victory.